Hi guys, welcome to Masala of Cultures. I am Ashwin and this is Louisa, my lovely wife. We are an intercultural couple from India and Colombia. So in our previous video, we did a quiz of Tamil personalities where I was asking Louisa questions by showing pictures of famous Tamil icons and asking her to guess their name and what they did or do now. So now it's going to be Louisa's turn of asking me questions of Colombian icons to see if I can guess or see who they are or what they do.
The point is that you have to say the name and what they do or what they're famous for, right? Honestly, it's been hard because I don't think he knows many people. So the easiest ones are the most obvious ones. There are a lot of singers, there are a lot of entertainment people, so we're going to start with that.
Shakira.
Okay.
Of course.
Good. What does she do?
She's a singer, and obviously we're just coming off the World Cup and she was headlining everything. So obviously everyone in the world knows. I think for me personally and other Indians as well, the 2010 World Cup in South Africa, she sang Waka Waka, and that was a global super mega hit.
Also, Hips Don't Lie, that Suerte, which is whenever, wherever in English. That one was my favorite one. And I had a Barbie, that was Shakira's Barbie. It had a heart here, and every time you pressed it, it was Suerte que tú suenes conmigo y no los confundas con montañas.
Yeah, she is not just a singer, but an extremely good dancer as well. So
yeah,
it's a lethal combination.
A lot of people think she's Arabic. No, she's not Arabic. She comes from an ancestry of Lebanese family. She's called Shakira Mebarak, if I'm not wrong.
Yes, Mebarak, that's right.
So, of course, still, she's Colombian. Her father is Colombian. Her mother is Colombian. They just have ancestry. Next. Easy peasy for him.
James Rodriguez, of course, the star of Colombian football. And obviously, nowadays, it's Luis Diaz. But I would say for Colombia and for the national team, it's always going to be James Rodriguez. It's just, he's an icon. 2014 World Cup, he was the Golden Boot winner the most. And he also won the Puskas Award for the best goal of the tournament. Puskas Award, it's awarded for the best goal of the whole year. And he's the only footballer to win that award for a goal that was scored in a World Cup. No other World Cup goal has won that award.
Well, you see, he's teaching me in this game.
It's football.
I think you can name all the players in the team.
National team, oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Easy one.
Sofia Vergara, obviously. Another super icon, and especially if you've seen the series, TV show, Modern Family, her character is just incredible there.
I made all that up. That's not a real costume in Colombia. We're not lunatics. But you mess with us and we mess with you. That's the costume.
Yeah, I think everyone loves that character, and it's one of my favorite TV series as well.
When I was looking for her bio or something, did you know that she's one of the highest paid actresses, TV actresses in the whole world?
Wow, that's incredible. And she's 50 plus years old now.
Yeah, but she's beautiful. She's a
no
businesswoman. She's not just an actress. She's a lot of things, and I admire that woman. She's so witty when they try, because this happens a lot. People try to mock Colombians because of the hard past we've had, because of our accents, because of blah blah blah, and she's so witty with that. She knows how to answer. She knows what to say in every interview. I admire her.
You just want to ask me how much I made? No. I made more than all the American people there.
Wait
Ed O'Neill was making more money than me, but I made more than the rest.
You made more than the rest.
Can you believe it? Latin and sounding like this.
Gloria. Yes. If you saw this picture and you said Gloria, then you're one of us.
Okay.
Gabo.
Gabriel. What were you thinking so much?
No. It was just a different picture. I was seeing more facing the camera kind of pictures. Here he was turned and then looking at the camera like this. So it was slightly different. But Nobel Prize winner for literature. Many of his books and short stories, but especially Cien Años de Soledad, 100 Years of Solitude, an absolute bestseller, and I think he's mostly well known for his magical realism type of writing. It's like there's realistic aspects and there's magic. It's like, I think if you're an Indian, you will understand it because we have a lot of myths and legends and we mix that with a lot of reality. So it's the same here in Colombia. It's like one of the biggest similarity we have. And I haven't read 100 Years of Solitude, but I've seen the first season of the series on Netflix. But I've read his other book, Love in the Time of Cholera, and it's just incredible. I totally fell in love.
You haven't read anything else?
No.
No,
That's
okay,
the only
okay.
book.
I have my reservations about 100 Years of Solitude, but I really think everyone should read at least one book of Gabriel Garcia Marquez. It's, I don't know, it's really important for the country. Next, if you don't know this person, I'm going to be mad at you.
Juanes.
Good.
Of course. And obviously, Luisa was complaining before this video because I was making my homework. I was checking out for famous personalities and what they do.
Basically,
and
he's just saying that he cheated on this game.
No.
Because he was researching about it.
Look, the whole point of this game is to obviously entertain you and us.
Have fun.
Learning more about our cultures and the people from our countries, and especially for the singers, I was also researching some of the songs because obviously I've listened to so many of these songs, but sometimes I just don't know who the singer is, or sometimes I know the singer, I don't know what songs they've sung. So for him it was Es por ti. Like that was the most listened to in my playlist. And yeah, of course, he's a singer. He's a singer.
And I love him.
Okay. I was like, oh shit, my research was bad. I didn't see the other aspect of him. But yeah, he's also very charming and handsome.
But beyond that, he has such good songs.
Absolutely.
So good.
Yeah.
And I grew up with him. That's why I love him, not just because of his charming appearance.
It's the whole aura, you can say.
Exactly. Okay. Increasing level of difficulty. I gave you a hint in the picture.
Looks like he's an artist, but is he Botero?
Yes. Don't
Okay.
act as if you looked his picture this morning.
Yes, but it's
saw
like
you.
I saw one picture and this is another picture with the eyes closed with the paintbrush.
That's why I left the hint thinking that you were very honest.
The thing is, it is a paintbrush, but Botero is known for his sculptures.
No, for both. He also
both.
paints. He also paints the
Yes.
same style, but in paintings.
Got it. But I mean, he's more well known for the sculptures, right? Because you can see it across the country.
Both.
Both.
Across the country, my sir.
Mostly in Medellin, because
Across
that's
the
where he's
country,
from.
my sir.
From the Paisa land, you can say. The Paisa land. So,
Also in Europe, in many places, they have his
okay.
artwork.
Yeah. Obviously.
Okay, so what is he famous for?
Painter, sculptor, mostly because of his sculptures that are very curvy, big, and bold. It's like you would have never seen sculptures like that. Usually when we talk about sculptures and statues, we think of the Greek and the Romans, the chiseled abs and the, I don't know, just super masculine or feminine, the touch and all the Michelangelo stuff and the European stuff. But this one is just, it's going out of the ordinary. So
Even the horses are fat. Everything is fat.
yes, and the first moment I saw them, it was right on my mind. It never left my mind. Yeah, it was just incredible.
Okay.
He's a cyclist, obviously.
He didn't know this last night. I'm sure he didn't know this last night.
No, obviously I know. He's...
I've told you about him before.
I know. He's from a village in the mountains. He's really good for like the climbing stuff and cycling. And he also finished multiple times in the podium of Tour de France, but he never got the first place. But he was in the podium, like the top.
Okay, but he
Three.
won others.
Yeah, he won others, obviously, the Spain, the Italian ones. Oh, Lord. Does his name have Quintero in it?
No.
Or no? Similar, okay. This is so easy. I mean, I just looked at 3 cyclists.
Okay.
Rigoberto Urán, he's not Rigoberto Urán.
No.
And the other guy...
But you know that one because of the telenovela.
Yes, Rigo, of course, from Prime. But the other person is the one who's the youngest and who also won.
Who's the current one?
Star. He also won Tour de France. But he's the other person. But his story is very inspirational because he came from a very poor family. He was just like climbing, running, and all the time and cycling because that's what he had to do in his
We
farm.
saw a video about him coming back to his house. Do you remember?
Yes.
Okay.
Quintana.
Yes.
Quintero, it was very similar. Quintero is the football player, obviously.
Nairo Quintana.
Nairo Quintana. Yeah, Nairo is actually he's also called Nairo Man. That's one of his nicknames.
He was doing the research.
You see, now I'll never forget.
Which state? I know you know that state.
Boyacá.
Good.
From the Altiplanos.
It's so nice.
Yeah, all of these. Because we just visited Boyacá some time ago. He's actually Combita. That's his town. Combita.
Next.
Oh, wow.
You've seen her?
Yes, I've seen her. She was one of the last person I saw in my research. She's BMX.
Yes, BMX.
BMX rider. And I think the most decorated athlete in Colombian history or something like that.
But BMX?
BMX, yes. So she's a cyclist, BMX athlete. And what is her name?
It also starts with MA.
Yeah?
But it's not
Manuela.
No, Manuela.
Sorry, Mariana.
Mariana.
You see Quintero, Quintana, Mariana. Pajon, okay, interesting.
She's a 2-time gold medalist. She's a silver medalist in BMX. She's inspirational. The last 2.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
this was fast, like
incredible.
flying.
I love it. Of course, she's super famous. Mapale, singer. Like one of her songs is called Mapale. So I'm sorry, it's the dance, right?
Mapale is a style, like a genre.
Okay.
Toto. Are you sure about Toto?
Yes, absolutely. I even knew the song Mapale because when I was searching,
it's called Prende la Vela.
But it's not. But she says the word Mapale again and like.
Mapale.
Yes.
Mapale.
But that's the catchy part of the song. So obviously that's the one that stays in your head always. The catchy parts of the song are.
Okay, it's very similar to Kutu.
Yes, it's very fast beats, fast movements, even the dance. It's incredible. But it's also a dance and
it's a dance
song.
Of the song, but and she has a very famous one in general.
Okay, I know her name, but I may wreck it a little bit. Toto la Momposina.
You know it perfectly.
Oh, okay, perfect. Okay, I was thinking instead of an O, I'll put an A. Instead of an A, I'll put an O. So yeah, but anyway, because you know what? I've seen her before. I've heard her music before. I also saw her in the news. Obviously,
she passed recently.
Yes, and rest in peace. But she had a great life. She was very mature woman. She did a lot of things. I think she enjoyed her life.
She's one of the best folklorists, is the name of this country.
Yeah. I was doing a lot of research, just searching for like famous people from Colombia, right? Simple. But most of the people that I got were men. And at the end, just like 30 minutes ago or something, I was like, famous women of Colombia. And then that's when I saw the BMX rider and then her as well, along with others. So, yeah.
That's why I tried to make it very half and a half. Last time we did mostly men, one woman.
Yes.
So I tried to make this 5 and 5.
Oh, wow.
That's right. Good idea.
Incredible.
Good idea. Finally.
Final. Ooh. But this is the last question. It's supposed to be the hardest.
Did you see it in your
I
research?
feel like I saw, but I don't remember exactly. I mean, obviously, it's a painting of the lady, and I'm just going to take a wild guess. Was she a part of the women's rights movement?
No.
Well, I guess she's a painter. Which was obvious looking at
Okay.
the painting.
Definitely not.
Oh, okay.
No, she was a freedom fighter.
Wait. I mean, I know I lost the point, but I still want to try to guess. Is she, like, did we visit a place? Okay, no.
They mentioned her
freedom
in the
fighter.
places where we've gone and in the
Yes.
museums. They mentioned her, but we
Yes.
never went to anything related to her specifically.
Did she raise an army of black people
No.
to fight against the Spanish? Okay, no, I'm way wrong.
How-
I don't know, but Pola.
Bro.
That's another
Yes,
one.
that's her name.
That's her name?
Yes, la Pola. Policarpa Salabarrieta.
Okay. Well,
I won't count that
No,
point.
of course not. I said it myself. I was just going
But
to
how?
guess.
Did you read it or what?
Yes. She was in
She
the
is in the
list of
list.
famous Colombian
She
women.
was in the 10,000 pesos bill.
Wow.
This is the old bill. Now we have a different one.
Wow. Okay, so I only
So
didn't
this
get
is-
the last two. I mean, the last
I mean,
person, basically.
No, even you got Toto.
Yeah, I got her and her
Okay.
music.
But
so only the
this
last
game
person.
is ragged. What do
Rigged.
you think? Rigged. This ragged is broken
Yeah.
and rigged is cheated.
Cheating. Yes.
Okay, this game is rigged because he searched before. I think we should demand another quiz.
Part two. I'm not against part two because I can
Maybe
learn
not
more
with
people.
iconic people,
Okay.
but like the previous quiz because this game has been rigged. I feel
Hmm.
cheated on.
No, I don't think so because the ultimate idea is to learn about the famous personalities from our countries and places. Because of my research, I gained 3 points. Four.
I
3 points.
demand revancha.
Rematch?
Yes.
No. Well, you guys have to tell if I cheated or if I was right to research before. Don't miss to check out our Instagram at Masala of Cultures and our website masalaofcultures.com. Until then, see you.
Nandri Vanakkam.
James Rodriguez. I'll come back to him later. Davinson Sanchez, Luis Diaz, Vargas, John Arias, Lukumi, Mojica, Mojica, Jefferson Lerma, and he's the guy on the right back, Munoz. Richard Rios. I just won. It doesn't mean we wasted.